I was completing my graduate year as an enrolled nurse. My second rotation was on a ward with Beck. Beck was an A-num at the time, and she just was like, "Hi, I've heard about you. Welcome to 10 East." And it was just a really nice feeling. I kind of felt like someone had included me straight away, and I was part of a team straight away. So that was how we met.
Yeah, I do remember the moment you walked in.
Just showed me a totally different way of being a leader and how to include everybody. The things I've learnt from you is how to take a lot of patience, not patience in that sense, but have a lot of patience, because you're not only dealing with colleagues, you're dealing with families, you're dealing with people at their most vulnerable, and how to hear everyone's opinion, take all of that on board, step back and reevaluate a situation for a good outcome. And I don't think I'd ever seen that in full flight until I'd seen Beck do it as an A-num.
There's many things I admire about you and the nursing care you deliver, and what I've learnt even more from you is the importance of advocating for our patients and incorporating them into the decision making of their care, the importance of compassion, and also it's really important that, not to pass judgment on patients and to remember the quality of care is very, very important, and one of the values that I think Chantel really extends to all the patients. We both, I guess, approach things very in a similar fashion, value the same things.
With that honesty and open relationship that we've had, she's been able to foster my development in a really supportive manner, where I feel I could go to her. So it's a very trusting relationship. I think as a new nurse coming in, just say hello. You acknowledge them, because yes, we're all with our colleagues and we want to catch up on the weekend, but when you see like someone new, a graduate or a nursing student come onto the ward, just be like, "Hi, how are you going? I'm Chantel, nice to meet you. Are you working with us today?" Make them feel included, and also to lean on me. So as an experienced nurse, if you have questions, come to me. I'm more than happy to help you and show you things. And be open to receive it, because we've all been students before, and sometimes I think experienced nurses forget that moment of being new. If I look back, I'd say to myself, there's the nurse you want to be, the nurse you could have been, and the nurse you were on the day, and the one that you plan to be on the day when you walk in to take care of someone is not sometimes the nurse you're going to be on that day, because you have to deal with so many different challenges. And as you said, just remember that you are going to be okay, and when you walk out of those doors, to take a big deep breath and acknowledge the work you've done, and that you were there for someone at their most vulnerable, and hopefully you made a difference to them.
Yeah, I agree. And I think another thing I would say is to be gentle on yourself.
Yeah.
And don't be too hard on yourself. Quite often, I know you would experience this too when you're during handover. I didn't have a nurse saying to you, "I didn't have time to do this today." And there's always that sense of guilt that I didn't get this done in my shift. And we try to remind everyone it's 24-hour care. If you perform your best and do your best, that's all we can ask. And there's nothing wrong if you haven't completed the task. That's what handover is about. That's what the teamwork is about in the end.